The day of the festival! Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. CDZ! I keep forgetting who I am. You're the first one here. Thanks for being early.
That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now.
Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder.
I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all? Ahaha, you should take a little responsibility for her, CDZ. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know?
Exchange? Monica, you know about that?
Can we take a quick pause real second?
Yes.
I just wanted to double check something. So I'm going to save, go to main menu. Wait, no, okay, everything's fine. I just wanted to make sure the sound was working.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh.
Resuming.
Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all.
But
I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet.
Jeez. You don't know the full story at all,
Yeah.
so...
Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think.
But are they talking that much? Eh?
Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure.
I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks.
Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice.
What's this?
I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Ooh. Get out of my mind. Do I have to read all that? Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head.
Good. Oh.
There we go. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just keeps moving. Stops moving. I'm rereading. Before I listen to everything she said to me? Who's she?
Yeah, I was wondering that too. Ah.
What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. CDZ? What's wrong?
Nothing.
This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that...
I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so...
Ah. Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in.
Sayori?
She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house? That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door.
Sayori? Wake up, dummy.
There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Had a feeling. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday. I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 Never.
Okay, so
Wait, is this actually the end?
we got Brendan Signalis.
Load. Go ahead, load. Go ahead, this.
What is that?
What do I do?
That was where his game was.
Yeah, now it's gone though.
Is that?
Well, Sayori is gonna.
Oh my gosh. What's this?
I seen an annoying girl running towards me from the distance.
This is the beginning.
Was it even?
Waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Jib catch up to me. Whew. It's an ordinary school day like any other. I don't think it is. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation. Did we read this the last time?
I don't remember this part.
Me neither. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
Yeah.
There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation.
Clubs.
There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. CDZ?
Monica?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right?
Ah. Yeah, it has.
Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her stare at me so genuinely feels a little...
What did you come in here for anyway?
Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
Ah, about that. I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club.
Literature?
That sounds kind of dull.
How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the... or manga. Manga? Manga collection in the club room.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey CDZ, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but...
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse something like Monica?
Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Ah, awesome! You're really sweet, CDZ. You know that?
It's nothing really.
Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me.
Do I have to be girl one? That's Yuri.
That's Yuri, so... A guest?
This is me. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, CDZ. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not.
Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki.
Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So, I ran into CDZ in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, CDZ? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Yeah.
Well, I guess.
I don't think she's as enthusiastic as you are, Zane. Natsuki reluctantly agrees.
Thought I played that one.
Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle.
You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Hey, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, CDZ, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well,
Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that.
manga.
I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change.
What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile.
Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me.
Yeah.
Did we read all this before?
Yeah.
Or is this okay? Why are we doing all this again?
What do you mean?
Are we gonna have to go through this whole thing?
So currently I'm really concerned that whatever girl we're gonna choose is gonna die.
Yeah, that seems like we're headed.
That's what I feel like. We're like the Grim Reaper of
And we're just gonna Groundhog Day this thing
boyfriends,
until
so
we
we're just
kill them all.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I feel like.
Okay.
I'm also wondering what would have happened if we had not chosen I Love You. Like,
Yeah, I was wondering that
Did we
too.
actually
Correct.
cause her death?
I'm
or
debating
like,
that
was
myself.
that going to happen either way?
Yeah, I don't know.
I've been debating all these things while I'm reading, Zane. You played it both ways.
Yes.
Did we make the wrong choice?
I can't tell you anything, man.
Sorry, continue.
And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. You know, it did say that you could skip anything. Oh, let us.
Aw.
You haven't read it before you started a new game.
We have read it before. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once.
I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. And give that back.
Is Monica gonna be the only one that lives because she's way out of our league, so she's like...
We never even tried.
She's like,
We never-
like facilitating all of this, and she's just gonna kill them all off, and she's gonna be the only one to live.
Is she the secret mastermind behind all this?
Yeah, she's like Moriarty.
M-O-M-O, I guess.
You know? Yeah.
It's not the same number of letters, but you sure.
Yeah,
close.
yeah. Fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, CDZ?
Hold on, there's still one problem.
Oh, what's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time.
I never said that I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision.
Do we get to choose whether we join the club this time?
Ooh, yeah, it was just I still have other clubs to look at, and
I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought...
Eh?
The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, CDZ. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed, so if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls...
Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club.
One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, CDZ?
Yeah. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed.
CDZ, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Ah, thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. CDZ, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hee.
Yeah.
Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the good girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set.
I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
Yeah.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem, right?
Oh. What?
Yes.
What? Oh, here we go.
I didn't read
Okay, we're down to
anything.
just Yuri and Natsuki now.
We probably have enough time for the poem.
Okay. Alright, what do you think?
I think we go back and forth again.
Mouse. Who was that?
I didn't see.
Let's see.
What are we going for?
Oh.
I'm just gonna pick Candy. Sunset.
Massacre.
Yeah, of course, that was Yuri. Entropy.
Lipstick.
Vertigo.
Destiny.
So does Doki Doki mean something? Graveyard. It's gonna be Yuri.
Waterfall.
Pink. I was gonna say that there should be Natsuki. Raindrops.
Cute. We're so back and forth on the ones we're getting.
A tone.
rain.
Dazzle. Dazzle, dazzle.
Daydream.
Keeps tracking reference. Desire.
Desire. Wonderful. I think that's probably about.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say, are we pausing there? Everyone.
What I had been saying was I was gonna check trace back
What's that?
because when Sayori, mentioned to check trace back, so I've got the game files pulled up.
Wait, she said this?
No, it didn't. No, it just showed up on screen.
When?
In the scene.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So this is, I just pulled open the game files. Check trace back. Yeah, unplug section. And well, there's stuff.
Okay, wait. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec, I can probably fix this. I think, actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Aha, well here goes nothing. This is all Monica, isn't it? Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host, seeping through every little crevice they can find, into their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire, into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mass is already present in every single one of them. That's why I choose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. Man, Doki Doki is darker and more intense than I would have expected. What else we got all up in here?
That's with an X though. Good songs. What?
Okay, so Monica or CDZ, us, is up to something. Oh, she's gone. But so are we. Is it us? Are we doing it?
Glad you have all these theories. I have no idea what's happening.
It smells like Signalis all over again.
Pretty much.
Interesting. Is it us or is it Monica? What are we doing? Are we leading like a simulation
This seems like it.
of some sort?
Well,
And then she started, okay, so it said she started making things complicated, so we just deleted her, so we had to keep her. Interesting.
intriguing.
It was intriguing.
Down next episode.
Man, it's almost dark.